Okay, so what I've done now is to create a new 1920 by 1080 document, and I'm going to open another image, which is going to be this 26_27, and okay, select all, copy, and then paste this as a new layer. And then shift scale this down. Scale more. Alright. So let's just set the width to the value of the height, which is 36.3%. Alright, so we now have this image scaled down to our background size. And I'm going to go over here to this 3D tab, or you can go to the 3D drop down menu and access all the settings from there. But okay, so I have this layer selected, and first option we have here is this 3D postcard. So you can create, so there we have just our flat image in 3D space. You can notice that our white areas outside of our image still show up. So if we created a background that was the same size as our image, or same aspect ratio, we wouldn't have that problem. But I decided not to do that this time. And this effect is great if you want to have 3D layers, like one layer in the background and then one layer in the foreground. Something that gets done a lot in Adobe After Effects with its 3D layers. So if you want to do something like that, you can just use the 3D postcard. But I'll undo this. Okay. Let's do the 3D extrusion this time. Create. Alright, now we have our 3D extrusion, which Photoshop just takes this image and extrudes its back. So yeah. I'm going to take our camera and put this around, move it back, okay, so there we can see it a little better. And if we go into our layer, we can see that we have all of our bevel and extrude presets like we did in the last tutorial. So you could get kind of a picture frame almost with this. Or something like that. Kind of looks like a pill to me. And then of course we have our extrusion depth, our twist and taper, and then all these things here, just as we did before. Alright. Now we have mesh from preset, which this will create a 3D primitive object for us and automatically map the image to the object. So there's a cylinder, and our image is wrapped around the cylinder. We can also create a soda can. So it creates a really basic soda can object for us. And you see our image on there. And then, of course, if we wanted to edit this, we could go into our label material, and there's our image. Okay, so we could do edit texture, and we could like rotate this around. Okay, snap it to the top and bottom edges, and then make it, yeah, even out the difference there. Okay, and now it updates in our view, and we can see that it's in a different perspective. Or we can go to our UV properties, and let's see if we can raise this image up. Try the U value. Okay. So now I like how this image is mapped to our soda can much better. And let's see if we can adjust this cap material. Find a good kind of metallic material for this. Make it more specular. Alright. And make the can more specular as well. And that's pretty cool. Yeah. Alright. See if I can still go back on this. Okay, just reload my image. And then just refit this. Okay. So going back, I'll just show the sphere. Alright. Just a simple sphere with our image on it. There we go. Now here we have mesh from depth map, and I'm not going to actually show what this does, but if you have a grayscale terrain map or a topology map, you can use this mesh from depth map, and Photoshop will create a 3D height field based on the values in the image. So you could use that if you wanted to. And then this 3D volume. This is a little bit strange and not very useful, I think, but I'll just do that. And we have to select 2 layers. Of course, if I wanted to, I could just change the color of our black background, maybe a gradient. Okay, there's the gradient. And yeah, so select both layers, 3D volume, boom. So what this basically did is create a volume, kind of like a volumetric object, where our bottom layer is behind our top layer, and it kind of appears like they have volume. So this might be good for water, possibly. I'm not really sure. Okay, so that's all I have for using these create new 3D object settings with just a simple image. So next I will go over the 3D projection painting tools that we have.